There we go. We're live.
Put this at the bottom. Oh, well, God. We think too alike sometimes.
I know. Well, we're back. And we're not as excited as we should be.
No, we're not.
Because they said, hey, we want the 1 seed, and then just didn't try.
Yeah.
Typically, when they lose like that, I'm pissed off, and I was. But I'm pissed off because I'm like, wow, they shot a bunch of threes. Now, they did shoot a bunch of threes, but they lost because they didn't try.
Yeah, the threes weren't the problem. The problem was they couldn't defend anything at all.
Like, don't get cooked by bum Porzingis. How about that? Step one. He's not even the best European player you're going to play this week.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I told you before the game, Porzingis has been having a great season. Now, let me.
Yeah, I literally was like, do you think he's good or not? I don't know.
He is good. He's very good. I'll asterisk that by saying, like, it makes his life a lot easier when the Celtics defend him like crap.
That's true.
But he is having a very good season, and it's because he has the freedom to do what he does and move around freely and do all that good stuff. But like, you can sit here and argue. I saw some stuff on Twitter, and I mean, I thought it at times too. Like, dude is making everything right. Like at the end of the half when he chucked up that three, when he's been stuff like that. Like it's huge. It's a funny comment, Jerry.
Yeah. Well, but see, like, it is funny because the Knicks now have a better chance to win the title. Like, I'm sure if you went on the sports books today, they would have had their odds. You get less money.
You're an idiot.
Because they don't have some guy just running around out there falling all over the place.
My point for the Porzingis thing is, like, of course he's going to make some of those shots when you give him the leeway to get whatever he wants. Like, he's in a rhythm now. He's making the tough shots. He's doing whatever he wants, and that's what happens when you let players in the NBA like just get what they want. Hello, Ben. Hello, Francisco. I know we should have won, but they were unbelievably good.
No,
they were hot, but the Celtics let them get hot. That's my take on it.
You know why they were hot is because the Celtics let them get hot, and they weren't unbelievably hot. They're just NBA players. Like, as much as I love to be the one that's like, it's just like the fellas out there. Nothing does matter. I agree. Like right now, essentially right now, all you have to do is not like let Philly catch you. That's all that matters. Milwaukee's not going to lose 3 games. You're not going to catch Milwaukee.
From a Knicks fan, Julius slander right there for you, Sam.
Yeah, the guy sucks. He's like, without Brunson, that team's not good. I don't care. They're okay. The role players are okay, but Randall's not going to help you win.
My thing, and
this is it. We're done with the Knicks.
Yeah. We can end the Knicks talk here.
We both caught it.
Randall's a good player, but he needs to be in the right situation for him to be good. And this is the good situation for him because Randall can handle the ball, right? He needs somebody there to control the ball when he's not hot. And it just so happened 2 years ago, he was hot more than not. And last year he wasn't. And so this year he kind of has the balance there for him with the point guard. Okay. Knicks on the Knicks talk. Ben saying Smart on Zinga was not working. Yeah, Smart wasn't working. They stuck with that for way too long. Grant wasn't working great either. I thought it was a little better. Horford was fine, but he's just like, I don't know. Porzingis was just shooting over everybody, and they didn't really have an answer for him. And then in turn with that, when they did get a stop on Porzingis, they just left the 3-point line open. Corey Kispert was making anything he wanted. Like,
yeah. They weren't trying real hard. They said, oh, Beal's not playing. Kuzma's not playing. We want the 1 seed. Have a free win, Washington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the best part is Brogdon was like, we want the 1 seed.
And then did you hear Smart after the game immediately say, we don't really care where we place?
Yeah, I mean, you should care. I know you lean that it doesn't matter as much as a lot of people feel it.
1 seed still matters. Like, you should still want the 1 seed, especially if you're on this.
That's the way I lean.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have to play Milwaukee, who gave you trouble last year without Middleton, like as much as it's annoying, like Bucks fans are like, oh, they didn't have Middleton, they didn't have Middleton. They didn't. Took you 7 games to beat them, even though it probably could have been done in 5, if we're being honest. Like, Celtics kind of got screwed in game 3, pissed away game 5, and then they came out 1 6 and 7. Stopped messing around.
Dominated 6 and 7, by the way. Killed them.
Yes, but this isn't Miami. You're not getting Miami in the conference finals. Miami's not the 1 seed. You're not going to have to go to Miami in game 7 on the road where they show up at halftime. You're going to play Milwaukee. The fans care. They like Giannis. That's a team they're behind. These fans are going to show up. They're going to make it hard for you to play.
Bucks is a good fan base.
Yeah, they're annoying as hell.
They're irritating, but
Yeah.
I respect the Bucks fan base. I'll put it that way.
Well, they don't have much.
Well, I respect them more than the Heat fan base. I'll put it that way. Heat
yeah, because
fans
they show up.
Yeah, exactly.
They show
The
up to the
bar is low.
games.
But this Celtics are still home if they win the East. So that's the thing. Their shots of winning the East have gone dramatically lower because they lost against the Wizards. If they beat the Wizards, they'd be what, 2.5 games back tonight.
They would be one game better than they are now.
No, only half a game better.
No, because by losing they lost a half game. So if you take away the loss and then add a win, it's a whole game.
You're right. Yeah, they'd be 2 games back with the chance, and that'd give them and it is. Then they have a tiebreaker too, but
then you win and you put the pressure on.
Yeah,
and then they say maybe we should play Thanasis because we feel real bad for him, so everyone else can sit.
This one was on Mazzulla for not adjusting quickly. He definitely deserves some. He deserves some of the blame. He deserves some of the blame for not adjusting. But the Celtics on the floor were not great. This game against the Bucks definitely lost a lot of the juice that it could have had. But I will say this at the same time. At this point, with the position the Celtics have put themselves in, now they're going to have to play in Milwaukee multiple times if they face the Bucks. So this is your chance to show that you can play in Milwaukee.
I mean, they showed it a month or two ago. Like, to be fair, like the boys went out there and almost won. Should have won. If they won, this could be a fun game today. Actually,
I will say, it's almost as if the Celtics try more when it's just the fellas out there. Because that's what we saw against Washington.
Tatum's a cancer. Look at that. They won Sunday. Who was on the bench? Tatum didn't play. Comes back Washington. All of a sudden they get punked. Coincidence? No.
We're not starting that narrative. No shot. If they make it to the final event because they're the second best record in the NBA, yeah. But the point is you have to get by the Bucks, and we talked about this in the last pod. I'm not really worried about anybody in the NBA right now outside of the Bucks. Winner of this game claims psychological advantage. I guess there's some sort of aspect to that. Just, I guess from a fan's perspective, it's kind of lost the juice that it would have had if the Celtics had taken care of business.
If I was in charge, I would make them punt this game. The Celtics. I'm not even like being sarcastic.
Tatum Ewing theory. Why? Because you're mad?
Not mad. Like there's just literally no point in like wheeling your guys out there. This is a no-win situation. Like, doesn't matter.
No, I think it's a good test for the playoffs, or a good practice, or a good, setup.
If you go out there and try and lose, like, yes, if you win, like, it's good, but like, there's just nothing you get from this. Like, I don't know. I don't see any point in this. There's like the risk you hurt somebody, like with Giannis playing like a wrecking ball. I don't know. I just don't care. Can't be bothered.
When is the right time to get rid of traveling back-to-back games like tonight and then tomorrow in Boston?
I don't care.
I don't know.
I'm sick of these guys complaining that they have to play.
I'm
so sick of it.
Francisco, I feel nothing could have done against the Wizards. They were just making everything. No. The Celtics played like ass.
You know how you stop that is you play defense.
Try. Yeah, the Celtics just.
You know why Porzingis doesn't score 32 points against every team? Because they defend him.
And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say Porzingis wasn't hot, but the reason he was hot because the Celtics just didn't throw anything different at him. They never adjusted, and part of that is on Mazzulla, part is if it's on the players for not trying. And even when they did throw a double at Mazzulla, no one rotated, no one covered the 3-point line. Corey Kispert got open shots, and the Celtics just played zero defense. And on top of that, this wasn't the main reason they lost. The main reason was the defense I was just talking about, but they also just couldn't make anything. Right, they were getting good shots. They just couldn't make anything, which was frustrating. And normally, normally a night
from the fellas.
Yeah, and normally a night like that wouldn't matter as much, but they also just gave you nothing on the defensive end, and Wizards made him pay.
I mean, I jokingly crapped on Tatum like a minute ago, but he actually wasn't too bad in that game from what I remember. I thought he was fine. Hello, Dave. Mm-hmm. I thought it was fine.
Agreed with Sam to an extent, but we saw this team pride itself not backing down last year. What is this in reference to?
Punting the game.
Oh, Celtics have the talent to win the title. Need the mindset because I agree. That's part of it. I don't know. Jimmy J, I don't know if this is. I don't know.
Which player do you like?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be the optimist here. I'm gonna say this wasn't a shot at D White. I'm just gonna say, we're gonna interpret this as Derek White is so important to this team that when he plays bad, the team plays bad. And you're right. And he's allowed to have an off night considering he's played in every single game and has been good for 90% of them.
I'll tell you what, it makes me less mad when the guys that are the role players don't play well compared to when Tatum's just throwing it off the side of the backboard because I'm like, all right, they're the ones that are supposed to be inconsistent, right? Not Tatum. So it's nice to see Tatum coming back and still having a pretty solid game.
Ben saying the Wizards play the Bucks on April 4th, so hopefully he gets some more. Yeah,
No, that's not
hey,
how it works. How it
maybe
works
they
is
return
these
the favor.
teams beat the hell out of the Celtics and then just lay down against everybody else.
Maybe they bring it. Jimmy J's been the third best Celtic. I agree.
Yeah,
I've said this
yeah.
a bunch on the show.
Good job, Jimmy.
I knew the game was lost when Horford was missing everything. He was so off, and he's allowed to have an off night. He plays well.
The
every
people
night.
say the Redick pod curse.
Yes, I agree.
Did you listen?
I haven't yet, but
There's a point in the pod where Redick is like, you're shooting really high from three. He's like, sorry, Celtics fans. Like, I know like Derek White like started shooting bad or whatever.
He did.
And then Horford comes out and shoots a bunch of bricks. So JJ Redick might be on the rat list when we record later.
Yep.
He also brought
Derek
up game
White,
4, which I didn't appreciate.
Has Derek White been the most consistent player this year? Yeah.
Probably.
I'd say so.
Maybe
or Horford.
Al.
Yeah, I was gonna say Horford's been very consistent this year too.
Jack and I are having
we're
on
on
the same wavelength day. We were trying to put up the SeatGeek banner at the beginning of the show. We kept hitting it off of each other.
Mm-hmm. And Jimmy J is right. This is also like, as much as the juice is there, this is a big bounce back game. Like, it's a tough opponent. It is one you've had circled on the calendar, and while you might not have it circled for the same reasons anymore, like, this is still a team you probably will see in the playoffs, and so you want to bring your best, and you want to show that, you know, play it like a playoff game, regardless of the fact that you blew it against Washington. Like, now, instead of treating this like a chance to get back to the 1 seed, it is a chance to bounce back from a rough loss and also show that you can compete with a team that has established themselves as the 1 seed in the East this year.
Yeah, and just like today is a bounce back spot, Tuesday was a look ahead spot, meaning Celtics probably didn't care too much about that game and literally were thinking about today. And it showed. You know, they didn't really care about the Wizards, didn't play like they cared about the Wizards, and lost. So now I don't care about this game. Even more reason to punt, by the way, is screw those fans that went out there to pay tickets to see this game.
You're an asshole.
I'm so sick of people complaining about that too. Like, shut up.
Are the Bucks bored, or does their defense suck? Their defense definitely doesn't suck. They have the defensive player of the year in Brook Lopez. Teams have rough nights though. Like before that, 117 against Detroit definitely isn't ideal, but they held. And against the Nuggets, not great either. You know, they're having, I guess, a rough stretch defensively, but they still have a great defensive player and also Giannis. So 2 all defensive players. I saw all NBA prediction on Twitter where they had Sabonis as a forward, so they gave Brook Lopez the 3rd center spot. So that should tell you how good of a season he's having this year for the Bucks.
But that can't happen. Who put that out?
I think that was Cam Tabatabai.
Tell Cam about the position.
I will. I'll tell him. I'll make sure to let him know Sabonis is the center. But yeah, no, the Bucks are a very good defense.
Also, not for nothing, let's not be throwing around other people into the forward spot when trying to get Jaylen Brown on the team.
He had Jaylen second team. He had Jaylen second team.
It's like Brogdon saying Brown's the best shooting guard in the league or whatever he said. It's like everyone was like, delete this.
I will say he also had Drew Holiday second team. Penny for your thought there.
Well, Cam might cover
Drew Holiday. Did you see how many Drew Holiday had last night? He's hot.
Too many, probably. You'll have 50, more today.
51.
He had 51 points yesterday?
Yeah.
And he was playing against the Pacers with nobody. I probably could have scored 51 in fairness.
Let me
on a bad knee.
Now, chat, let me know. Which is your favorite Lopez brother?
I love Robin Lopez.
I love Robin Lopez. Brook Lopez is very cool too. I mean, they just seem like a cool
They seem cool, but Brook Lopez annoys me because he looks like he shouldn't be any good at basketball, and he impacts these games. Like watch tonight. Watch him tonight. He literally looks like he's so stiff, like he can barely bend his like appendages.
The NBA. Sorry, this just popped on my screen, and before we look at the Bucks stuff from last night, I just have to do this. The NBA has announced their 12 finalists. First teammate of the year.
Is it Grant?
He's in there. He's in there.
Is Thanasis on there?
No, it is. Would you like to guess? I can give you the team, and you can tell me who you think is in there.
No, let me guess first.
Grant is in there.
Grant's on there.
Also, thank you, Ben.
Absolute Dwight Powell is on there.
Dwight Powell's not on there.
Oh,
it's a healthy mix of stars and role players. I would say
really there's stars on there.
Yeah.
If I'm a star and I'm on there, that's like so offensive. It's like the scrub list.
No, you'll understand.
If I'm a star player, I'm not interested in being on the same list as Grant.
No. The stars that are on here make sense for this award. If
All
that
right,
makes
let's go. I'm not guessing him.
Dame,
Dame, yeah, played a bunch of games for a team that sucks.
Steph Curry.
Curry's an interesting one.
You know what I mean?
Ben Simmons has to be on there.
He's not. Mikal Bridges
LeBron
is on there. Nope. Darius Garland, Udonis Haslem.
Haslam deserves it. If Haslam's on there, Thanasis has to be on there. It's the same guy, except Haslam actually earned his way into the league and contributed at one point.
Drew Holiday, Derrick Rose, Harrison Barnes, Aaron Gordon, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Damian Lee.
Ben in the chat is correct. Blake snubbed.
Blake could have been up there as well. Grant is.
It is so funny that like I was instantly like Grant.
Yeah, well, because I was laughing. If I'm laughing, you know what it is.
No, what's that? It's just like that is of course something Grant's to be on because he does nothing. Not really, but everybody thinks he does nothing. It is
Last
funny.
Last night against the Pacers, Drew Holiday had 51 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Only 3 made threes.
Yeah, I'd be mad as hell. Like if he comes out and scores like 30 today, I'm gonna be so mad. I was mad last time when the Celtics rolled out the bench and they almost won. He was hitting a bunch of shots.
He shot 20 of 30 from the field.
That's crazy. He took 30 shots. Did Giannis play?
Yeah, he did. Giannis had 38, 17, and 12.
Oh.
Brook Lopez 21 and 8. Big game.
There's going to be a game in the playoffs. I sure hope the Celtics make it that far. When Brook Lopez scores over 20 points, I'm going to be so mad.
Brook Lopez is having a phenomenal season.
See, like Brook Lopez, he doesn't have the ball enough for me to say he's like Julius Randle, like where he sucks, but he looks like he should suck.
The Bucks.
It's different. It's a different kind of looks like he should suck, but he does not look like he should be giving you any kind of business playing these games.
The Bucks play a very like specific style of defense that allows him to be at his best. And
he reminds me of a T-Rex.
That is good. That's a good.
Except his arms are long, but like I don't know, like he seems like he has the same type of mobility as a T-Rex.
He was a back to the basket guy for years too, which is funny.
Leading scorer for the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Retire his number.
Yep. You think they will?
No. Actually, I said last time, yes. I think so. Especially after Kyrie, like that'd be a big.
Is this a must win?
No, this game means nothing. I literally said they should punt this game. But if you're rolling them out there, you kind of have to win.
Andrew, I would love it if the Knicks beat the Bucks in the second round.
The Knicks aren't getting to the second round, buddy. All right, that's it. We're not talking about the Knicks anymore. Stop commenting about the Knicks. I'm not talking about them unless I'm telling you Randall sucks.
Oh man, no, I think it's not as important of a game, but I do think like if you think about if they lose, not only do they lose to the Bucks, a team that they're likely to play in the playoffs, but they also lose their second in a row. Depending on what type of loss it is, they lose another one after putting up a stinker against the Wizards. So it's not important in the sense of the standings, but I do think it's important that the Celtics come out here and bounce back from what happened on Monday.
Dude, I'm telling you, like people saying this is a must win is exactly why you should have punted. Then you have no pressure. Because if they punt, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me. They weren't getting the 1 seed. Why go out there and risk the sky falling?
I know you're not talking about the Knicks, but we can talk about this because it pertains to the Celtics. The Miami Heat are looking like they're going to be a play-in team this year, which is dangerous for the Celtics.
So I half agree with this. A couple days ago, I fully agreed with this. I don't really want to play Miami round 1 because Spoelstra versus Missoula would be a mismatch to me. That's how I feel. I think now, probably Spoelstra versus Udoka was a mismatch.
Yeah, Spoelstra versus almost anybody's a mismatch, unless you're looking at Pop or Kerr or something like that.
The team kind of sucks. I mean, they're just losing everybody. It's not like they're trying to lose.
Yeah, they're bad.
Like this team. This is a team that should have showed up to the conference finals last year. This is
really missed PJ Tucker.
The Celtics were playing last year.
They apparently really missed PJ Tucker. That guy left.
Well, what are you gonna do? You lose PJ Tucker. You're really screwed. And then you pay Lowry and Butler a bunch of money. Butler's fine, but he's not $50 million fine. Lowry, what a terrible contract. Disaster.
Not a great one, but
They
they
wanted
are
to get rid of
irritating.
Lowry, and nobody would take him. They said, "Give us a first," and Miami said no.
Yeah, that's tough for Miami, and someone
It would be
saying,
just like the Celtics to like draw Miami and lose game 1.
yeah, Ben saying there's also a risk of dropping to the 3 seed.
Oh, I said that. That's the only thing you have to play for. And I
I
still
don't think.
well, the only reason is because you play Philly.
I think there's about
Play
as much
Philly
risk as
Tuesday.
dropping. Okay, yeah, sure, I guess that. But if you win tonight, I think there's significantly less risk of dropping to the 3 seed.
Yeah.
You take care of business, and that's about it. I wanted Laurie on the Celtics. Good thing I mean, he's an all-star this year,
Might be
but
better
it's
than
just
Tatum. No.
Stop it.
I need to stop that. Tatum's actually been not bad lately. I need to leave him alone.
He did nothing. He did nothing wrong.
Well, he sucked for a month and a half. He earned it.
I
He
meant
earned
lately.
the
yeah.
mean talk.
Yeah, no, he did for a little while.
But he's been fine.
76ers think they have a chance, just like Cleveland and New York. Can't wait to see who takes it. Do you think Philly
Sixers
loses
are an
round 1?
interesting team, man.
Do you think they lose round 1?
The Sixers? No.
Yeah.
I sure
think
would
they
like if they lost round 1, though. That'd be fine.
Imagine how hilarious would it be if the Sixers lose to the Nets in round 1.
That would be so funny, especially
That
Harden
would
being
be
there.
Mhm.
Even though Harden kind of comes out smelling like rose.
Oh, Sam freezes. Anyways, as Sam tries to work his way back from the internet, hit the like button like Landon said. I didn't even plan that, but Landon just helped me out. Homie move in the chat. Imagine Porzingis on the season. I mean, Porzingis is having a great season, but the Porzingis you saw against the Celtics was a product of the Celtics playing no defense. So that is great. Welcome back, Sam. I was covering.
I was about to say something funny too. I'm so mad.
What were you about to say? I was ready.
Well, Harden would come out smelling like roses from the Brooklyn exit, by the way, because he basically told ESPN, was like, yeah, Kyrie's a nut job. I was sick of dealing with that. And now Luka's like, I don't even want to be around anymore after a month and a half.
Enough.
And Kyrie, by the way, did sound like he was going to stick around today or last night when he was talking to the media.
Maybe
he said he is at peace with the long-term plan in Dallas. That's what he said.
This is also true.
I agree. Mavs should punt. You want to talk about a team that should punt? Mavs.
Yeah, they should have.
Pack it up.
Too late.
Season over. See you later. Go get Victor. It's your only hope. Because you don't have money to pay anybody else. You have to build through the draft.
Porzingis was playing well. Give him a little credit. He played very well against the Celtics. I'm not trying to say he didn't. It's just the Celtics, like, they allowed him to get into a rhythm early, and then he just stayed in the rhythm throughout the game. Which again, credit. But let's see.
Did I send you the Rappaport video after that game and just said like 32 points? No, I sent it to somebody. Just Rappaport. Who the fuck is this?
Justin saying, I want Heat or Sixers in the ECF. Well, I'm sorry. Your dream is probably.
I sure would love to play the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't think either of those things are possible, though. Like just
not at the current moment. Well, Miami, yes. All they have to do is lose the play, and they're on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, I guess. True. Oh, I always forget basketball doesn't work like football, where the 8 seed won't jump over to play the highest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
it's a little weird, but when you are 7'2" and guards are guarding you, you should play well. This is also true.
This is true.
Yeah.
Tell that to Zach Edey at Purdue.
Poor guy. That's an unnecessary shot. When we win, Bucks will claim tiredness. Sure.
That's how it works. That's why I said you should punt. You're wrestling.
I will say,
you lose, then you got beat by a girl. You win, you beat up a girl. Good for you.
As much as you say they'll claim tiredness, should we do the first ban? Should we do the first chat ban?
Where does this come from?
Yeah, when's the
last time the Hawks beat the Celtics?
It was last year, and I remember because it was Gallinari who poured in like 1 million points. I remember the last time.
That's the most random comment.
Celtics are 8-4 against the Hawks since 2020. Goodbye. This thing, I was gonna say, the Bucks are a hard team for me to hate because like they don't really do stuff like this. They just kind of chill. They just kind of do what they need to do. They don't really make like their fans do. Like Bucks fans will take to Twitter and they'll say this and that and this and that, but like Giannis isn't out there making excuses. Drew Holiday isn't out here making excuses. Middleton isn't out here making excuses. Lopez, like they're not a team that like while their fan base might make excuses for them on the internet, like You don't see anybody from the team outwardly saying, well, this and that. Like, Giannis will just be like, yeah, we need to be better. And Drew Holiday will say this. Like, that's
I
why
like
it's hard
Giannis.
for me to,
Giannis
you know what I'm saying?
likable. Thanasis, not so much. You want to be mad at somebody, just look no further.
I was going to say they don't
nepotism.
have, I was going to say they don't have any rats on the team, but I'm going to asterisk that. They don't have any rats in the rotation.
Play.
Yeah.
That wear a uniform.
Trey isn't out here making this. Mono, this is a Celtics stream. I don't know what you're doing.
Nobody's talking about Trey.
That being said, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. You're new. Welcome.
If you're here, welcome.
I don't know.
We're
gonna come back for you.
I assume you're a Hawks fan, but that's okay. Maybe
prayers.
But anyway, do we know the starting five? Because maybe we start two bigs. We're not starting two bigs. I did put it in the chat way earlier. Birkin probably was not here. Let me go find it so I can put it on the screen for you, Birkin. They're sticking with the guards, and that's what I think they should stick with. I wrote an article about it. You can go read it, and I stand by it.
Did you like my reply to that?
Yeah, because it was true, and I liked it. And I liked it at 2 p.m. You were correct.
I was like, bang.
You're correct. Are we still recording after this game?
Yes. So pod tomorrow. Yeah, we can record.
Fire. Sounds good.
By the way, enjoy this game. Give yourself a little something to watch for. Pre-game pick presented by Smash the Odds. That's Smash Odds on Twitter. Today was the first day, opening day of the MLB season. Giving out free picks there for baseball and also March Madness this weekend. At Smash Odds on Twitter. Pick of the night, Celtics money line, plus 115.
Wow.
I am not too negative on that. I really just don't know how to feel. My pick, Marcus, over 19.5 points, rebounds, assists. Don't know how likely it is, but why not? I keep saying he's going to bounce back. I got to be right one of these times.
You're going to make me go look. Oh,
he actually was good against Washington. To be fair.
In lieu of my pick, I'm going to tell you a story about picks.
Okay.
You know how I was telling you, I don't know if I said this on the stream, how my new favorite type of pick was picking the final score?
Yes. Did you
get My dad hit. My dad did. He hit on a final score.
What did he win?
$1 to win 250.
He must have been so. Were you with him?
No, he texted me the next morning. Do you know what he does? He's smart. He does he takes the over under, he divides it by 2, and then he subtracts the money line or something like that. So he calculates.
Oh, that's actually not that dumb of an idea.
Yeah.
Landon says save all stories. Landon, why do you change
we'll have
your
stories. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Instead of Landon Lakes, it's Landon Luke's.
Yeah.
Is this maybe it's not, but the only Luke I know is Tim's cat. So maybe if you change it for Tim's cat, that's legendary. Oh. You mean Giannis and Lopez? That's the big. They are rolling out Giannis and Lopez. But even so, actually that does make things kind of interesting.
Yeah, if you're going to play double bigs, today's the day.
But I think they're okay sticking Tatum on Lopez. I'm not upset with that. It is Tim's cat. Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, good job, Jeff.
Has Tim seen it yet? Did he show him on vitamin C's or something? That is funny. Jimmy J with high man. Lots of stuff. I
have nothing to say.
Landon, if you want a place to watch the game, go join the playback room. Shout out First to the Floor. Appreciate them over there. This is one sec. Sorry, I'm getting a call. Sam, help me out here. Fill the
Jared saying, thoughts on Red Sox opening day. Did not watch. Red Sox not going to be very good this year. You know what? One thing I don't get is the people around here, their obsession with the teams that aren't good.
They lost. Unfortunate.
I mean, listen, I get it's exciting, baseball season's back, and I'm not hating on baseball. I actually think it's fine. But
that's because you like the video game.
The obsession with the Red Sox and the Patriots when they're bad, I don't get it. Wait, when the Celtics and Bruins are nasty, this is even just a Celtics rant. Even if basketball's not your thing, the Bruins are running through everybody.
Yeah.
Can you just enjoy what's good? And this is not a dig at Jared for bringing it up because it is relevant today. Good, be excited the Red Sox are back, but don't be upset that they lost because they're not going to win. They didn't spend any money.
Yep.
That's no betting the final score and being damn, I didn't win. What the hell?
Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here early because it's the TNT game, so they start pretty right on time.
Oh, I forgot about that. Not only do I have to watch a game I really don't care about now, but Brian Anderson's probably going to be calling it. So that's even worse.
Let me double check for you real quick.
It's going to be him because they're on the East Coast. He's the worst.
Sam noted.
I'm very interested in how he wound up with that job.
You might be the biggest Brian Anderson hater
ever. Good. He's terrible. He gives you nothing. He's annoying. He tries to use slang and be hip when he's calling these games.
Sam, can I make your night?
Is it Kevin Harlan?
You've got Kevin Harlan tonight.
Oh, excellent. Thank God.
Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller on the call for Celtics.
Well, now I get to hear Reggie Miller hate the Celtics for 48 minutes. So there's that.
Well, is that better or worse than Brian Anderson?
Oh, anything's better except Scal. Except for when Scal does play-by-play.
This is also true. He's the only Brian Anderson opinion ever.
He's terrible, dude. Other people agree with me. You start paying attention. He's bad. Very bad. Right. I can't believe they gave him the Curry call. I can't believe they gave him the LeBron call when he broke the record. Unbelievable from TNT.
All right, Sam, do the plug on the bottom, and then I'll wrap us up.
Looking for tickets to a Celtics game or other event? Head over to SeatGeek and use promo code HBTC to save $20 on your first purchase. Does not have to be a Celtics game. Can be anything. Comedy, concert, other sporting event. Maybe you want to go see the Red Sox lose. HBTC, $20 off. You might get to go for free if you go see the Red Sox. I don't think they're charging you anything to get in. At least the resale. But yeah, SeatGeek, HBTC. Let us help you go see what you want to see.
Be like Lewis, who's not here again. So
Lewis has turned his back on us.
Jared looking for a double-double from Blake. I don't know when the last time he did that was, but thank you all for tuning in.
Blake is going to play today, I would imagine. They do throw him out there against Giannis.
You'll see him drawing charges against Giannis, but it looks like the game is about to tip off in just a couple minutes, so we will let you guys get out of here soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. We're recording a pod tonight, so you'll have one in your inbox tomorrow morning if you subscribe to the channel, which you should subscribe to How About Them Celtics.
Subscribe.
Check us out on all socials. Check out Heavy on Celtics. Subscribe to their YouTube as well. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the pod tomorrow, which you can check out in the morning, and then we'll see you guys for pregame tomorrow night. Thank you all for tuning in. Peace out.